So far, we have taken a look at what you should consider when choosing a job. Something that we're going to talk about today is often what your employer might consider when choosing you. This not only plays into jobs, but it plays into other things as well, including taking out loans, maintaining your security, and your reputation. So today we're going to take a look at your digital footprint. What is a digital footprint? Your digital footprint is everything that you do online, whether it's searching for a new outfit for a trip or looking up research for a paper for one of your classes, or maybe even posting something to one of your friends. Knowing this, it can either help or it can hurt your future. There's a couple different reasons why. It can either help or hinder your college acceptances. It could help or hinder a job offer. Or it can help or hinder your ability to get a loan, which we'll talk about loans more in another chapter. The reason it can help is if you are displaying yourself as a very positive person online. You are posting about all the things that you are involved in, all those service opportunities that you have taken a part in while we're here at DC. That's going to look favorable to an employer or to a college admission board. However, if you are posting things that you are breaking laws, being disrespectful to different groups of people or individuals, that's something that is going to be frowned upon by both universities and employers. It can even prevent you from being accepted at these locations. 10 Harvard students' acceptances were rescinded because they joined an online chat room where they posted offensive memes and messages. Some people might argue and say, well, isn't that free speech? While it is free speech, it is part of the school's honor code that their acceptances could be taken back if it went against the honesty, maturity, or moral character of the students applying. And this was a great example of where it actually did that. 33% of all colleges and 75% of companies do online screenings. So if it comes down between you and another person for this position, they might go ahead and search you online. If they search you and they find out that you are displaying yourself in a positive manner, that might help you push you over the edge to get that position. But like I talked about before, if all your posts online are negative, complaining, bashing other people or other companies, then you probably have just lost your chance at that job. Something else to take into consideration is that even if someone says something about you, it becomes part of your digital footprint. You want to make sure that you are displaying yourself in a positive manner so that people are only saying positive things about you. While this isn't something that you can necessarily control about what other people put online about you, again, you just want to make sure how you're interacting with other people. So why is it important to monitor your digital footprint? There's actually a lot of reasons why. But 4 of the main reasons are, the first one is probably the most obvious, especially after what I just talked about. The first one is to protect your reputation. Again, you don't want people to think poorly about you. The next thing is so that you can decide what info and where it is shared. The third thing is to prevent financial loss. And so some of you might be asking, well, what does that have to do with anything here? When you're posting things online or you are typing in your passwords and whatnot, you want to make sure that you don't get hacked. So that way someone doesn't try to steal your identity and take out other loans or whatnot in your name. And the fourth thing is simply to preserve your freedom. So how do you keep this safe? There's lots of different things that you can do. First of all, the most important thing is to know that every single post that you make, everything that you click on, every link, every submission that you do online can be tracked. It is something that employers, law enforcement, anyone can always go back and see. The next thing is very important. Log off. I know it's really, really easy to store every single one of your passwords because it makes it easier for you on a day-to-day basis. However, it's also easy for someone to log on, especially as you get older and have different accounts. Maybe it's your bank account or maybe it's your credit card login. It's easy for someone to log in and steal that information. So you want to try to log off after each use. Also with that, think about your passwords that you're using. Remember to switch out your password every so often. I know that that's often a pain and we don't want to do that, or we don't want to switch up our password, but we want to make sure we have a variety of passwords because we don't want someone to get one password and then be able to access our bank account, take out a loan in our name, switch our email so that everything goes to them instead of to you. So you want to make sure you're being very careful with that. The next thing is make sure that you're using nicknames. While you might want to use your full name out on something on your Facebook or Instagram account, having your full name out there is also an easy way for people to kind of steal your identity. They'll have your full name to be able to apply for a loan or look up other pertinent information about you. Always make sure that you think before you click on things. Again, why are you clicking on that link? Is it something that's reputable? Is it something that you need for school or for work? Or are you clicking that you like a rude comment that someone else made about another person? Make sure you're always thinking through your actions. The next one's actually really important. Don't post things that could be the answers to your security questions. So oftentimes, when you apply for, a credit card or something like that, in order to log in, they will often ask you a few security questions in case you forget your password. So maybe it is the first street that you ever lived on, or the first car you ever had, or your childhood best friend's full name, or something like that. You want to make sure that when you post things, especially on social media, that you aren't putting all that information out there. Because again, someone could log in, say they forgot their password, and then they could answer the security questions based simply off of what things you have posted online. And then the last one is to post info that's a positive image of you. Again, you want to make sure that you are posting things, you're helping other people, you're celebrating with your family, you are doing a service project, you're not posting things that you are underage drinking or you're hungover or you did something really rude or something like that. Also going along with this is you want to think about what your parents are posting. So sometimes parents think it's really funny to post something about their kid in an embarrassing way. However, as we talked about earlier, that even if someone posts something about you, that becomes part of your digital footprint. So your parent posts a picture of you doing something embarrassing, or you were at a party and someone tags you in a photo at that party, but maybe you weren't even doing anything wrong, but there's a lot of things that aren't necessarily how they should be in that photo. Again, remember, that is linked to you now. So the last couple of things are, we want to make a positive digital footprint. So anytime that you guys are posting, you're clicking, you're doing whatever, there are a few things that we want to think about. So the first thing that we want to think about is we want to think about the initials in think. Is something that you're posting, is it true? Again, we don't want to be spreading rumors about people. The next thing, if you're posting something online, is it helpful? Why are you posting this? Are you posting it just to get the likes, or is it something that, is actually helpful to people? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Again, why are we posting it? And is it kind? Again, kind of going back to being true and helpful. We don't want to post slanderous things online because, again, even if you delete those comments, there's still a digital footprint out there. There is still a record of those, and they can be linked back to you. So the last thing I want you to do is I want you to watch this video. I thought it was really eye-opening when I watched it. It talks about how our digital footprint and how we're kind of tracked along the way when we do different things. This link will also be on Schoology, so that way you can watch it there. But when you come to class tomorrow, we are going to discuss this. So I want to make sure that you jot down a couple of things, maybe your reaction to it, any questions that you might have as you've watched that.